bad kitchen boy.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back at it with another one, and we have some stuff we need to talk about. We're going to talk about how the 392 Charger and Challenger, no matter what trim, Scat Pack, SRT 392, TA, Shaker, anything, Charger, Challenger that has the 392 motor, we're going to cover all that. Before we get into that, just to really let you all know how having one of these Mopars can get you profiled. You know, I was out and I'm just having a good time talking with my friends. We're just in a public setting, and out of nowhere, like 6 to 7 cops come, roll up on us, and you already know it's something when they come out with them flashlights. And it was nighttime, so they're shining us with the lights. You can barely see. And they just happened to tell me that someone called and said we had a gun. You magically got a call that we have a gun. We're just over here enjoying ourselves, minding our business. You seen us pull up Hellcat 392 in two Scat Packs back to back, and one Hellcat Daytona. So we're sitting over here, I'm dressed nice, y'all dressed nice, everybody, and then out of nowhere you get a call magically once 3 Chargers pull up that someone is just out here with a gun. Man, you see people online in comments of videos when people get profiled like, oh, it's not that bad, or, oh, well, the cops did their job. Come on, man. You people online and people who don't have to worry about this don't have a clue what it's like to get profiled when you haven't done anything wrong and you're legal and legit just like anyone else. It really sucks. And honestly, I see why a lot of people will be in situations where they run from the cops, and then they get pulled over, and you see dash cam video or their cam that's on the cop's body when they be like, I got scared. That's real stuff. So for some people to still be so nonchalant and naive to the fact that certain people get targeted and profiled, and certain cops use discrimination, you've been living under a freaking rock, or you're just trying to convince yourself that that's a lie. And it's crazy. It's really mind-blowing that a lot of cops get away with this. That's why when stuff happens and certain people react a certain way, it's just sometimes police officers force a situation that doesn't even have to be that. And you can tell a lot of them had to be bullied when they were kids and have a real power issue. So when they address the situation, they're not coming respectful and talking as someone, trying to protect and serve. They're coming like they're your goddamn, they talking to you like they're your dad, and like they master. So it's a whole different, and then slick comments. They'll ask you like, oh, is this your car? Is this car gonna come back to you? Yeah, this is my car. Shit, what do you think, I stole this motherfucker? Like, man. And a lot of times, all I could do is just laugh. I've been racially profiled, just like the situation I'm telling y'all. That's why I always tell y'all to be legit. Know how to move the right way. Because what the cops did to me, it's probably something that you could sue for. But, since I got let go, I'll just say forget it. You're not just letting someone go that committed a crime. You're not just gonna let them go. So the area that I was in is supposedly an area that you can't have a gun in this specific area. But everybody and their mama got their gun over there. So, and if you from where I'm from, it's the Westport area. So you know how many people had their guns. I didn't plan on going in no place anyway. I'm just out here talking to my friends. We just pulled up in almost 200,000 worth of cars. And you think ain't nobody got that stick? You out your mind. Ain't going out like that. And even in certain situations where I feel like I might not need my gun, I don't even like leaving it in the car. Because you know how somebody gonna break your window out and go up in there. So you gotta I'd rather have it on my person. So, they supposedly got a call about a gun. Next thing you know, they roughing my friend up against the wall and start grabbing his nuts, trying to act like it was a gun. And he's like, what is this? And grabbing his nuts, saying, what is this? Nigga, that's his nuts. So that's a pure harassment. Like, bro, that's unnecessary. You're humiliating people. And then, since they magically didn't find a gun on the person who they supposedly got a call about, then they look toward the other people and say, hey, you stop. So then they come to me. Of course, my gun is on me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Everything is legit. I have every right to own a gun. It's in my name. I purchased it legally, everything. So I'm just standing here. I didn't move. No sudden movements. But, and of course, the dude had the flashlight in my face. I'll never forget this cop. I know what he looked like, but come up. Start feeling on my waist. It's cool. Then he felt my gun. The cops start yelling, gun! He has a gun! Like, bro, I've been nothing. I've been cool with you. I've been talking to you. Even though you've been harassing us, I've still been respectful. You have no reason to be yelling out gun like that. You're trying to get me killed, bro. So I didn't like that. Like, bro, these cops could have killed me out here because you're yelling gun on purpose. So I see firsthand how situations can just go south because a cop want to just start yelling gun like I'm just a criminal and I just went on an armed robbery spree. Man, that's crazy, man. And where I live, you can legally open carry around here. Of course, I don't do that. I'm concealed carry. But just to say, just because somebody has a gun on them, that doesn't mean they're a criminal just because they have a gun on them. So I have a gun on, and what? It's legal. Why can't I have a gun? So after that, they take my weapon, they put me in handcuffs, make them tight, and it's just humiliating. I'm not a criminal. I haven't done nothing wrong, but just be here chilling with my friends. But you all made up a lie saying someone called you, but you literally just did this amongst yourselves. No one called you. You chose to make up a lie to hope that we either had some drugs on us or something we weren't supposed to have on us, but that wasn't the case. You went up to the person who you got a call about. They didn't have no gun, but then you come to me, search me. I just so happen to be a black man with a gun on me. And then you yell, he has a gun. He passed the gun to him. So you telling me the person who you got a call about knew that someone called the police? How would they know someone called the police? And in the midst of you literally being within 10 feet from us, he was able to pass me the gun right in front of you and no one seen the gun pass to me. Like, that's BS. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I suggest when you're going through this situation, let the cops do what they do. Because at the end of the day, they're going to have more power over you. I don't care what legal rule you know and my laws I know. That's knowing your laws and all this can get you hurt or killed. It's about making it home. So when I thought about it later, I said, man, why'd I let them treat me like that? But because I want to go home. I know my laws and all this and that, but I'm not finna argue with this person that's nervous with this finger on his trigger. It's not good. It can't get in very bad for me and my family. I don't even want to go down that route. So I'm not finna challenge this person. But you mess up too bad, you're gonna get a lawsuit. And it's crazy. My other friend that they were, harassed and everything, this just goes to show you don't know who you're messing with. And you can't just read a book by its cover. His brother was a very big Chiefs player. And, of course, I don't count people's money, but obviously his brother's a multi-millionaire. If we wanted to bring charges and stick this to y'all, we could have definitely done that, had the money and top lawyers to do this. But, it's crazy how we become just used to and accept the fact that we are always going to be treated like that by police no matter what. Whether you have money or not, just fitting the description is good enough to be treated like that in their case, in their opinion. So it was messed up, because before that situation happened, I was going to leave my gun in the car, but I'm like, let me keep it on me today. They breaking in the cars heavy. I just gonna keep it on me where it's safe on me. And just so happened the day that I keep it on me, we get profiled. So I really wish I didn't have my gun on me at that time, because that really, oh man, I would have had to really pop off at the mouth. But since I had my gun on me, I shut up. I didn't, because I'm like, okay, I got my gun on me in this area and this and that. Let me just be quiet, be cool. And so they went and ran my gun. They thought I had a stolen gun. And I had a 19X on me, Glock 19X. He's like, ooh. And then he thought it was stolen. Then I heard him on the radio. Yep, it's clean. It's a clean gun. So what takes it even further, when the same cop brings my gun back, he has it broken all the way down. So he had the barrel out. He had the slide off. The gun was completely stripped to where I would have to even put the whole gun back together to use it. And he had all the ammo out. So each bullet that was in the clip was all out. And he had it in a brown sack and said, you better not touch this sack till you get home. I'm like, man, little did he know, I had another one on me. Not on me, but it was around, but I had another one. So luckily I had that, because if not, I would have had to get to the car, put my gun completely back together so I can be safe again until I get home. Because with a cop doing something like that, just for me getting from that area to my car and trying to pull off, something could have happened. Before I can even put my gun back together, I can get robbed out here. Like, bro, you just a butthole. And it's just certain things I stand on certain principles and morals I have, and I don't play that. I don't care what position you have. If you act like that towards me, I feel like it's F you. But that don't mean I'm finna wild out and go crazy, but that's how I feel. So, yeah, be careful, you all. Cops can make up stuff, and you might have just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and fit their description on the narrative they're trying to paint, and you can get caught up in something that you didn't even do. And just imagine if you don't have lawyer money at the time. You're just going to be assumed as guilty. You know, they say innocent until proven guilty. No, you're going to be guilty until you can prove you're innocent. So, yeah, that's one situation of how these cars can put you in a discrimination category of getting discriminated and profiled. It's absolutely is true. If you don't believe it, oh, I never got pulled over before. Just because you ain't got pulled over does not mean it's not happening. And about the Scat Pack, any 392 racing a TRX, a Track Hawk, or a Hellcat Durango, the Scat Pack is faster. I don't care. Now, when you're talking about a launch, those cars launch crazy. They launch crazy. But when you get them same cars on the highway, whether it's a Hellcat Durango versus a Scat Pack Charger Challenger, Hellcat, anything, TRX, Track Hawk versus a Challenger or Charger 392, that Challenger or Charger is going to spank the TRX and the Hellcat Durango on the highway. Spank it. Like, no. And I even was neck and neck when I raced a Hellcat Durango that's modded, let alone one that's stock. The stock TRXs that I race all the time, I always whoop them. And of course, they're only rated to 120 as their top speed, but they get there fast. Like, don't get me wrong, those TRXs are fast. I have a friend, he has mods and stuff on his. He's actually went over 140 in his TRX. And of course, he took the big tires off too. Those big tires are speed rated. You can only go with those stock tires, you can only go a certain speed in that TRX. And the Hellcat Durango that my other boy got is modded. And we were neck and neck, but I was a little bit in front. And I'm like, wow, really showed me what these 392s are made of. And a lot of people say like, oh, those are boats and they're big cars and they're slow. And bro, I'm speaking to people who may have never driven these cars or who have, and they're just talking. If someone's driven this car, they know it's not slow. And if someone hasn't driven this car is not slow at all. Answer me. I want you, to all the people saying these vehicles are slow, answer me this. Why is this slow car moving this fast? This car shouldn't be moving this fast. Why is this slow car this fast? Yeah, see, it don't make sense. A big old car like this that weighs 4,500 pounds should not be that fast as it is. So in my case, again, with my car, I keep up with the 5.0 10 speed, the Camaro SS 10 speed. The cars in that category of horsepower. Of course, the sport car and muscle car are two different things. But the 392 hangs in there with all of them. With all of them. Even if one starts to take off The 392 top end is coming back either way. It's amazing to me how a car this big can move this fast. Why is a car this big moving this fast? It's cars that weigh way less with decent amount of horsepower that are still not this fast. Hey, so even I had a person talk shit to me like, oh, this is a boat. Bro, you've never driven a car like this, and you just read Google comments. I get tired of sick of people who just like a certain car, so they're like, oh, I don't like that car, it's big and heavy. You've never driven this car. Shut up. All you do is get on Google and go to YouTube and look at the comments and see people. There are some people who know what they're talking about weight-wise, but this car is not slow. It's not slow at all. With all the rappers and celebrities and everything want Scat Packs and Hellcats if they were slow. Really? This is the most popular car, and it's slow. Really? You put this same engine in a lighter car like a Camaro or a Mustang, oh my God, it would go crazy with a motor like this. So I really think that the 392 is the most underrated car of this muscle car era. Just for the bang for buck and the caliber of cars it can keep up with being this heavy is phenomenal. My brother, he in his Scat Pack, he beat a C8 Vet. That car is way lighter than the Charger. And it's supposed to be faster. It's 495 stock. What a nice transmission. And he beat a C8. In a big boat, he beat a C8. Crazy. Put some respect on our name. That's it for today's video. If you can relate to this, leave a comment on your situation when you've been profiled by your car or just you in general being profiled by police. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Let's get it.